It's time to turn the page. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit.
Real chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
So a Barcelona free kick. Forlan! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And he cuts out the supply. And he's lost his man here. And the shot! He's delivered all right! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, he had a decision.
Forlan! Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is having a shot! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old...
Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Gullit. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming. Iniesta. Crunching tackle. Forlan was alert to the possibilities, but Pele is fouled. Vieira did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Oh, super ball! Oh, he's burst through! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The ball is on the spot, here we go. What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tacho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Arsenal go into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And no, that was never going to make it. Tries to play it through. Vardiol spots it and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And there was Messi! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Arsenal grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well measured. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Out of play for a throw. And it's Messi. Iniesta. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Pele. Now it's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vermin. Played out towards the right wing.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Guti. That's an imaginative pass. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que no pierdan de vista a sus hijos durante el partido.
That gets things going for the second half. Barcelona didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Koundé. And it's Guti. Yaya Toure. And it's Ferdinand. Messi. And Iniesta. And this is Forlan. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That is good alertness. Yaya Toure. That is ended up in no man's land. Pirlo. Well, that has not gone well. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Roberto Carlos! Now that was quite some save. And we have our very first corner. And here's Lopez. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Great vision. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. It's a loose ball. Threads one in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Messi. That's good play. He might be in here. Shoots! It's in! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So is this the start of a comeback? Steaming on goalwards. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
To be expected.
Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking...
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Hullet. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a delicate pass. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Yaya Toure. Koundé. Messi. And that was nowhere near his best.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Eze. Guti. Pelé. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Driving forward. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Pirlo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. Played out to the right. He's got tall. And that's caused a worry or two.
Iniesta is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yaya Toure, el dorsal 14, el dorsal
Zanetti.
8, Iniesta, el dorsal 19,
Neymar.
Messi,
Now it's
el
Batistuta.
dorsal 13.
There won't be another chance after this one. It's a promising position. Cross in, looks like a good one. And he's taking no chances there. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Looking for the run. No luck with that dink over the top. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Arsenal with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's Neymar. He's gone for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And that's it. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
I take this every week, Peter. What a fabulous game. It's amazing no matter how much they were down. They never lost focus, never looked beaten.